Well, would you look at this slop, and all on a commercial property sidewalk nonetheless. Let's clean this garbage up and make a clean walkway so pedestrians can walk through normally. We're gonna take all these pipes, turn it into one pipe, and run it through the sidewalk like a decent human being. We got it marked out to accommodate our new pipe. We laid it out, marked it out with our line. Now it's time to saw cut. Got our concrete saw in here, cut-off saw, 14-inch to do the job. And yes, we wore our PPE. People relax. Now we're going to take our chip and hammer and chip out entirely and create our trench. We have a trenching shovel which fits in perfectly that we tried out beforehand to make sure it would fit in the width and the depth. We dig down, but we dig on an angle. We want there to be pitch. That same thing we use as a chip and hammer. Luckily, it's a hammer drill, and we're going to drill through. We're going to core drill through this sidewalk so we can run our pipe through. This is commercial property going into a commercial parking lot. So we are allowed to run the water here, and it's right near a drain. We're using Schedule 40 pipe for our underground pipe. We're using 3-inch pipe, which if you want the Schedule 40 for 3-inch, you got to get it from Lowe's. Put our fittings up, and we measure to make sure everything's exact. We measure 3 times, we cut once. We dry fit everything together before priming and gluing. Our goal with the priming and gluing is to make as big of a mess as possible, so we'll get some complaints from you guys, which will drive up views. Now that we got it nice and neat aside from the glue, we put 3/4 clean in there, and then we pour our concrete. Once we pour our concrete in there, we have our fiber expansion joint against the curb. We then float it out, trowel it out, sponge float it out, and we match it in as best we can with the existing sidewalk. Once it's done, it will look nice and neat. We put an edge on it, rub it out, here we go. Now you can walk freely.